Hi everyone, this is Alex Forrest from AutoStore. This is episode 2 of my series of videos breaking down the economic impact of AutoStore. So, this is benefit number 1, reduce storage footprint and the savings from it. So, you can see here within the report that they've compared the composite company's warehouse of 40,000 square meters with a current manual picking solution, and they found that if you installed an AutoStore, you'd be able to reduce that storage footprint down to 10,000, so 25%. So that's the difference between A1 and A2 on this table you can see there. What they've done is they've put a rental price on average per square meter of €75 in year 1, 83 in year 2, and 91 in year 3. Now, looking at that from a UK perspective and converting that to pounds, I actually think it's a little bit low. Looking at a few different sources, looking at rental prices across the country, between £100 and £110 per square metre. Happy to be corrected on that. It's just what I could sort of find. But I think they're absolutely right in terms of the 25% footprint requirement for AutoStore for this particular setup. So what that means is that the footprint savings add up to a total of €6.3 million over that 3 year period, which is obviously absolutely massive, and a year 3 net present value of 5.2 million. Now, how does AutoStore actually reduce the warehouse footprint requirement by 75%? So this video kind of shows it really nicely in simple terms how it actually works. So if we take this as the composite company's current warehouse, now what we would do with AutoStore is we'd get rid of all of this racking, get rid of those aisles, and compress everything down into 25% of the space. So that's where your 75% reduction comes from. And this is pretty standard for AutoStores, which is really, really good. Now, one of the added value benefits that the report doesn't really talk about is the ability to then expand. So this is really common for how companies work, but we start at 25%, put the robots and ports on there, and then we'll expand over time. So about 80% of all auto stores are then expanded to in the first 3 years. So you can then get 4 times the inventory in the same square footage. That's it for this week. Hope you've enjoyed it. Next week, we're going to be talking about labour savings, which is obviously the most commonly used metric for an ROI. So it'll be interesting to see how the report breaks those down with regards to an auto store. See you then.